Hello there, dear friends of motorsport. I think we all heard Max Verstappen saying that the new F1 cars are basically
like Formula E on steroids.
so I thought, why not just download exactly that? So yeah, I found a mod on Assetto Corsa with this small Formula E type cars. And yeah, it is of course E, so it sounds like a vacuum cleaner. Don't be fooled by the electric sound, because this really has a lot of power. So just let me show you. So in case I read the specs correctly, we have 431 horsepower and the car just weighs 780 kilos, which I think is, no, it has to be lighter than the actual Formula 1 cars. Yeah, and it's listed with 300 kilometers per hour, but trust me, it is a lot more. So we will just drive in this purple and green livery, and of course on a beautiful old Formula 1 track, the Hockenheimring. We will have like just 4 laps, and I have the other ones downloaded, the normal Formula E cars. I think this was the Line Gen 2. So of course, we know, due to COVID and stuff, they look different, but this is what the Formula E should look like back in 2022. Let's get started on the Hockenheimring. And the first thing I will do is turn off the halo. Yeah, so we just won't have this bar here in the middle. Yeah, of course, they sound like vacuum cleaners, but they have a lot of power. So lights off and away we go, and we instantly have some wheel spin, and you just have to look at the kilometer per hours as we exit the first corner. And the AI should be kind of fast here. I set them so they, you know, I'm not really that good right now, so oh, a little bit of wheel slip here, and you can see 300, 350 with 7 gears, and maybe with a good exit we will have 380 or maybe 390 kph, kilometers per hour. They are kinda unstable, I have to say. We just got bumped there. I broke a bit early, I think. So we will turn now into this stadium section. As a Sebastian Vettel fan, I have a bit of a traumatic...
Sebastian Vettel! He has been leading almost from start to finish!
We always get PTSD in this corner. So, next try, because nothing happened, of course. F2... Yep, this went beautifully well. So absolutely first try now. And we go green in Hockenheim. So yeah, these cars are just really Formula E cars, of course. But I think, except for the power, we have gears. We actually have gears, and the normal Formula E cars, they don't. They have a reverse gear, I think, a neutral gear, and of course a D for drive. At least I think. Down here into Spitzkehre, which basically just means happen, because it is a happen. You either have understeer or oversteer in this car, but this is so fun to drive. Really. So again, into the stadium, Mobile 1 curve, and let's try not to have a PTSD attack from 2018. There goes my rear. Oh, it's so slippery. And I think these cars, yeah, they should have all-wheel drive. Down into turn 1 again, switchback without any contact. I absolutely killed him. And you can also see this little wings on the side. And now on the braking, they go up, so they help. And of course, when we steer, they are like the little flaps, the ailerons on an airplane. But it really feels cool to drive. It's so much fun to drive these cars. Of course, we don't have DRS because where would we? And we have. I looked on the speed. We had 380 something on the speedometer. A bit of braking here. Hold it into the stadium, into the Sachskurve, and I've just fucked it. I wanted to do this in a T-cam, like we will have in the Formula E car, but we just don't. We do not have a T-cam, so at least I couldn't find one. I'm not an expert, so yeah, it could absolutely be all me. And for the last time, going into the stadium. And here it's really difficult, you know, the car gets light. For some reason they drive into the pit. I don't know why. But we can gain a few positions. I will try these cars on an actually really small track. I won't even try to pronounce that. This is a really tight track. So these cars are really, really small and they should provide some good racing, and there's only space for 17 opponents, but hey, it will do. So there we are in Italy, and of course I will. Ah, yeah, we also have traction control and ABS. Down with the halo, and I'm really interested right now if this. In real life, they made the F1 cars smaller, so they provide some better racing. Of course, with the engines, they changed a lot this year. I think they never changed so much between just 1 year. You know, we had the hybrid change in 2014, and it gets bumpy here again. I have no idea where to brake. My guy just got killed right there, and I nearly killed myself. In 2014, we had the hybrid era, you know, the Mercedes era, but they still looked like Formula 1 cars, kind of, and except for the fact that every car became a male except the Lotus. So let's see if we can start an attack. I maybe should have added more laps on this tiny circuit. This is such a fast lap, it is under a minute, and I made some mistakes, so we actually can have some really, really fast times here. And again they drive into the pits. I don't know why they do that. They don't do this when I drive the other cars, and they just retire. Is it that they don't have enough fuel? There are some cars in front that don't come in. I really don't know why they do this. So yeah, now we will try something extreme. We will try the Formula E cars on Bathurst, and I will put 3 laps in, and this should be enough. So here we are. I want to see some action. I am ready for it. And we go green in Bathurst. A sentence that we just. And for the first time ever, we go green in Bathurst. And I have to say, I like the overall design of these cars. We have this little mirror, which would be a cam in real life, and why is there a car without wheels? What happened there? What happened there? Anyways, I really like this overall design of these cars. They look like Formula E cars on steroids, and they are. I wanted to say they kind of are, but they just are. Down here. Oh, Jesus! Yeah, so I am ready for some action. And there we go. First Formula E Grand Prix in Australia. I get completely molested there on the inside. He's just cutting me off.
All the time you have to leave a space.
I am kind of scared what will happen in front. Oh no, look at his wheels. Oh no, oh. Oh, oh, oh. One last time, after that I will head to the normal Formula E cars. Because we need a comparison, right? No! Oh, why they are stopping. Down into turn 1 again. They don't stop, that is good actually. I hope they don't kill me again, like they did last time. Oh no. There is a car! Oh, there was a car in the air again. So, at least we are alive! Another car in the air! Yeah, you know, maybe we just, you know, try something else. That's not a good sound.